it going? Thanks for tuning in. We love you so. Your human buddy Sam and his teddy friend. This is hello. The song's almost over. It's about to end. Let's start the show. Cahn Solo Podcast. There you have it. There's the introduction. How'd you like it? Pretty introduction-y, wasn't it? Look, here's the thing. I never said it was going to be great, okay? I don't even think I said it was going to be good. I just said we were going to have an introduction, and an introduction we had. It only took us 21 episodes, but we did it. We sat down and we pounded that out. It took minutes, but I think it was okay. I think it captures the show. I just took some clips of previous shows and did the little transition. Well, you watched it. That's what it was. So we put a lot of effort into it. We always put a lot of effort into what we do, don't we, Stu? Stu's voice is a little sore from last week. He carried the show. I took the week off. I definitely didn't record audio as Stu. It was Stu. That was Stu. Anyway, tee-hee-hee. Happy 420. Am I allowed to say that? I don't know what I'm allowed to do on YouTube. Like because it's drugs, right? Are we allowed to talk about drugs? I don't know, whatever. Who cares? So happy 420 to all you stony balonies out there. Or if you partake in smoking regularly, it's just another Thursday. Yeah. You know what? Let's look up 420. I always wondered what 420 even is. We're going to go. Is there a colon after it, or is it just? I'm just gonna do 420, and hope for, okay, 420 day. It has a Wikipedia. We're gonna just do Wikipedia because I don't want to be researching this too long because we got stuff to do today. We don't really, but all right, 420. Cannabis culture, slang for marijuana. We know that. Especially smoking around the time of 4:20 p.m. Origins. In 1971, 5 high school students in San Rafael, California, used the term 420 in connection with a plan to search for an abandoned cannabis crop based on a treasure map made by the grower. Okay, is this real? Calling themselves the Waldos. The 5 students, Steve, Dave, Jeffrey, Larry, and Mark, those are such stoner names. They're just, I just pictured them. They're just 5 fucking white guys. Designated the Louis Pasteur statue on the grounds of the San Rafael High School as their meeting place and 4:20 p.m. as their meeting time. The Waldos referred to this plan with the phrase 420 Louis. After several failed attempts to find the crop, the group eventually shortened their phrase to 420, I guess because 420 Louis is a little too long, which ultimately evolved into a code word the teens used to refer to smoking weed. I don't know if I can say this stuff. Am I allowed to say smoking weed, drugs, pot, marijuana, whatever? Too late now. Stephen Hager of High Times popularized the story. I need to make this even bigger. My eyes are terrible. That's better. Popularized the story of the Waldos. Oh wow, this is pretty new. The first time this was like known was 1991. All right. The first time it mentioned it was May 1991. Erroneously attributed the origin of the term to a police code. The connection of the Waldos appeared in December 1998. So did it actually like start in 1998? I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, it's a holiday now. And everybody's getting high. Everybody's getting smoky smoke, doing the marijuana. I don't really I don't do that anymore, cuz you know, I'm a straight edge. Is that what they call it? No, I'm not straight edge. I used to smoke. I smoked in high school quite a bit. I haven't smoked in like years though, cuz I never really got into it. Like if it was there, sure, I'll pitch in a few bucks and we'll smoke, but I have anxiety, and I know a lot of people say that smoking marijuana helps with that. It doesn't help for me. It does the reverse of what it's supposed to do. And I always hear people say like, oh, you gotta smoke it with a bong or not a bong, or you gotta get this kind, you gotta do this, and it doesn't matter. I have anxiety, and if I know I'm like smoking it, I get like paranoid. I wouldn't say paranoid. I just get anxious, because like I'm like, I'm gonna smoke. Oh, when am I gonna like feel high? When am I gonna feel it? Is it gonna like change me for the better? Oh shit, what if I start like tapping my foot a lot and like people notice? Are they gonna think I'm high? That's why you gotta do it around people that you like and enjoy their company. So I would always do that, you know, with my friends and stuff. I could never handle being high in public. I don't know how the fuck people do that. I don't know how they go to work. Like, not like if you're in a restaurant or something, like somewhere where there's a whole bunch of people and the setting is not like a dispensary. I don't know how people do that. Like, you're fucking stoned in front of all these people. Aren't you nervous they know that you are? I remember the first time that I ever got high. I was probably like 16 years old, and I was with my friends Mike and Andy. They were my neighbors, and we were in Mike's room, and the two of them, they had already been professional weed smokers. They smoked. I think they probably started at like the beginning of the year, so they were relatively new. But yeah, they got me high, and I took like 3 hits, like, you know, we circled around like 3 times, and I felt it pretty quickly. Like I remember feeling like I would like hit like whatever surface and be like, whoa. I felt that a second after I did it. And I kept doing it. I was so fascinated. I was like, whoa, wait. As if like Mike and Andy could feel it too. I was like, wait, guys, look, like, watch. Now I feel it. Anyway, fucking idiot. Yeah, I got high, and they were all excited. They're like, oh, get on your back and close your eyes and lift your legs up and your arms and pretend that you're riding a bike. So I get on my back on the floor and I close my eyes and got my arms up, and I'm pedaling my legs in the air, and Mike and Andy like stood over me, and Mike was like, all right, so you're riding through a park during the sunset, Sam, and it's so beautiful, you can feel the breeze on you. And I'm like pedaling or whatever, and he's like, oh, look over there, there's a bird. Oh, look over there, it's a guy fishing. Oh, it's so peaceful. And I was like, oh my god, whoa, this is crazy. Whoa, I feel like I'm there. And we're 16, so we fuck with each other, and it turned dark for some reason, and he was like, oh shit, pedal faster, there's a shadowy figure over there. And I was like, oh my god, oh. And I ended up falling down a hole with what he was telling me. He's like, oh, you fell down a hole. Oh my god, you're on your back now. Oh, keep pedaling harder. And as I pedaled harder, falling down this hole, they told me that like my body was like going deeper and deeper, like backward. So as I was doing this, I could feel myself like sinking into the carpet, and I freaked out. That's when I freaked out, and I opened my eyes and I saw them both there, obviously. And I was like, "Whoa, fuck!" I felt like I was like going into the carpet, guys. Oh my god! Like, whoa, that was crazy. I felt, and then they both started talking like Arnold Schwarzenegger, yelling at me, and that tripped me out. They were just decided to do that at the same time. I don't know if they preemptively, if they decided they were going to do this or not, or what happened, or maybe my sense of time was delayed and I don't know what happened, but they started yelling at me as Arnold, and I didn't enjoy myself, but that was my first time. And the times after that were cool. Obviously, it's not like they kept fucking with me, but we would go into Mike's room. We would go over to his house. We would say we're going to do homework, but we ended up just like smoking and doing our homework the next morning before class. And we would just go into his room and we would download songs off of Napster, so it would take like 3 or 4 hours, and then we would have to smoke a second time because it kind of like wore off after the 3 or 4 hours. And we'd, oh, you got to check out this new band, Audio Slave. Do you guys like Soundgarden? Yeah? Well, imagine Soundgarden and Rage Against the Machine, Audio Slave. So we would listen to music and have the media player that like Windows came with the like visual effects with like the little swirly lines and the fiber optic changing colors and shapes. And yeah, we would just space out. We would just play the music and watch his computer. We would all just like stare at it until Mike's mom would come in and check on us. You guys doing your homework? Yeah. We weren't. So yeah, anyway, if you're smoking today, if you're not smoking today, happy 420. Now you know how it started. It started from those 5 guys in high school who just, I guess they were just trying to find marijuana, and I guess they couldn't. And then they wanted to meet there at 420, and somehow this became the thing of like the world. How funny. Oh boy. So today's going to be a short one. I actually sent myself an article that I saw earlier today, which of course I closed the window. It was I just saw it on Daily Mail, and it was, here's the title: "My boyfriend's cancer battle was ruining my mental health, so I left him. Now I'm running a marathon in his honor." And when I saw that, I was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna read that right now. I'm gonna wait until I record the podcast because I want us both to experience this." So, Jesus Christ. This has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different ads on the page. One of them is a little commercial. It's a movie I have to click out of. My God. My boyfriend's cancer battle. All right. A woman running the London Marathon for her ex-boyfriend has admitted she left him because she couldn't cope with his cancer battle. Gotta jet. Gotta go. I can't handle this. I can't handle this. God, what's with my... I can't see anything, dude. I have to, like, keep zooming in on... Danielle Epstein, 32, was buying a house with Jell Fresen in London last year when he was diagnosed with a rare form of brain tumor at just 37. I'm 37. He needed a complex operation, radiotherapy, and chemotherapy, and had to learn to walk again. While all this was going on, physics teacher Danielle began having panic attacks, and her mental health plummeted, so she ended their relationship. Poor thing. She moved to Thailand, but remained friends with Jell, and is now running a marathon for a brain tumor charity. All right, so she leaves her boyfriend because she just couldn't handle it, and then she leaves, and then she's like, I think I want to run a marathon, like, to help. This woman is insane. She said she was still figuring out her friendship with Jell, adding, I felt like the most awful person. Leaving somebody because they have cancer. But it was damaging my mental health, and it wasn't helping Jell. All right, I can understand that. If you're bad vibes, then maybe you need to go, but you can't be bad vibes around someone with cancer. The couple were buying a house in Palmer's Green, North London, when Jell, who works as a Google software engineer, began vomiting and having dizzy spells. After numerous consultations with GPs and ineffective treatments for an ear infection, the vomiting became much worse. He went in for a private MRI scan using his health insurance with Google. Doctors found a grade 4 medulloblastoma tumor, normally a cancer that affects children, and he was booked in for surgery in September. Danielle said, we were on a certain path to a certain future, and within one day, we knew it wasn't going to work out like that anymore. I was so worried and devastated, I couldn't sleep or eat. I was having panic attacks and was on so much medication to sort myself out, I just couldn't function. Realizing they had to split up, there was no way around this. She moved to Thailand with her father, but she stayed friends with Jell and kept up to date with his recovery. She just felt guilty. She didn't give a shit. Following his operation, Jell had nerve damage that paralyzed the right side of his face, leading to a squint that causes double vision. He also can't fully close his eye and must use eye drops and ointments. Oh my God, there's pictures of this poor guy. Oh, this is awful. Explaining her decision to run that London marathon in his name for brain tumor research, she said, I felt so helpless watching all of this unfold, so I knew I had to do something. I had to run a marathon. Me. She's making this all about herself. Oh yeah, there's more pictures. This poor guy. Oh, he looks better. Okay. Ooh, I don't know if I can post this. This is a gnarly scar. They had brain surgery. They had to cut, like, it looks like the middle of the back of his head. Yeah, I'm not going to post this picture. I'll post the rest. Middle of his head all the way down his neck, like at the top of his shoulder blades. There's like really thick stitches there. Ouch. I'm not a runner, but Jell has done marathons before, so I thought it would be a challenge for me and a nice tribute to him, and it felt like something to aim towards. I won't be fast, but I'm determined to get round. Training has been tough physically and mentally. Just keeping going when you're so bored is challenging. But I have the best motivation. If Jell can go through all of this, then I can run a marathon. She added that the money was needed to help brain cancer research. Blah, blah, blah. UK is not a developing nation. We desperately need more research for this. Jell who supports his ex-girlfriend's attempt to help, said, "I will be there on the day to cheer Danielle on. I think it's incredible what she's doing. When she said she was going to do a marathon, I must admit I had my doubts. I think she only did about 5 kilometers when we were together, and that was with a lot of complaining." He's gonna go to this. Good for him. I'm glad that he's happy. You're gonna go watch this, though? "I've got so much respect for her discipline and perseverance." Those are 2 words to describe her. Danielle said, "I still love Jell deeply and want to support him, but I came to realize I couldn't stay with him as his partner. We're still figuring things out and finding ways to continue our relationship as friends. Our whole lives came out from under us." It sounds like you just didn't like this and you left. That's all it sounds like. I don't see anything here that he doesn't sound like a terrible guy. I'm glad that you guys didn't get married. What, would you have divorced him? For better or for worse? I don't think so. I gotta go. I'm gonna go to Thailand with my dad and make this about me. This dude had stage 4 brain cancer. You're the asshole. We're very grateful to Danielle for taking on this huge challenge. Fuck this lady. Are there comments on this? Oh, you have to go onto Facebook. I'm not doing that. God damn. In the picture, there's a picture of them together. This is such a shitty story. Why would you want this published? Gross. Yeah, man, if I have brain cancer and my partner is I can't handle this. I'm having panic attacks about this. This is too much. And left? Bye. I would probably be cordial if they were texting me "Hey, how's it going? Oh, got the cancer still, but I'm able to text you." And that would be about it. I wouldn't be letting them in at all. Terrible, terrible. You know what I would do if I was Jell? I would sabotage her special day I would show up with a sign that said, "My girlfriend Danielle left me when I had cancer, and I'm out here to support her running for a cancer charity." Just a big old sign, just a giant sign standing at the finish line for everyone to see, and then when she crosses, she'll be able to read it, and then she's gonna have to come and hug me because she's doing it for me. That's what I would do. People ruin people's experiences with marathons anyway, so you might as well. I shouldn't say they ruin them. I think they ruin them. I think they're ruined when people make them about themselves. Like when dudes propose to their girlfriends, that's not the day to do that. Your girlfriend just ran 26 miles, and I don't care if she's an elite athlete and it's nothing to her. That's still 26 miles. That's a fucking feat. And for you to drop down on your knee and be like, "I'm stealing this moment," I always found it to be fucked up. But obviously these people post these videos and they're like, "Oh my God, he proposed to me." So good for them or whatever, but that's not the time to do it. I'm just saying, that's not for me. Don't fucking propose at a marathon, at someone else's wedding. I've seen funerals before. People propose at funerals. Those are crazy. Those are insane because there's a dead person there. I've read their excuses where it's like, well, sometimes you realize that life is so short and you gotta be with the one that you love. But wait till you get home. You don't have to do it there. I want to pull up some articles about that because there's something I bet there's a whole Reddit section about that. I'm not going to do that. But yeah, don't propose at a marathon. It's shitty, and it takes away from the person's moment because you worked so hard to run 26 miles. You know what, Stu? I think I might try to run a marathon by the end of the year. I think I could do it. I haven't run a marathon since 2015. What is that? 8 years ago? Yeah. What is it? April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. 8 months. 8 months. If I start training tomorrow, I think I could get a marathon under my belt by the end of the year. It would be really, really difficult as my body is not what it used to be, but I think if I stick to the training, obviously run a little slower, definitely eat a lot better, I think I could do it. I think I'm going to do it. Yeah. Yeah, I could do it. Yes, I'm going to do that. I'm going to run a marathon. I'm going to run a marathon by the end of the year. Ooh, I've never run a marathon in my 30s. That's going to be wild. Yeah. We're going to do this. We're going to do it. We're going to run a marathon. I don't know where I'll run. I guess I could just run. There's a park down the street, and each lap is about 3/4 of a mile long. So if I do like, 40 laps or something, I think that would be about 26 miles. We're gonna try this out. We're gonna test this out and see. I'll probably give up in like a month. Realistically, I'm probably gonna be like, this is just taking too much time and effort, and I don't feel good. Don't do that, Sam. You could do it, Sam. You're gonna run a marathon by the end of the year. All right? Listen to me. Not you right now, because you're editing this and you're watching this footage and you're like, oh, you're being funny. Fuck you. You're going to run a marathon. That's right. Bitch. All right, this was a short and sweet episode because the second battery is about to die. I'm bad with charging the batteries. Every time that I start recording, I'm like, oh, I forgot to charge the batteries all the way. So I have to charge them one at a time, and I'm looking at them and the little light never gets to green. It always gets to yellowish. And then I'm like, well, hopefully that's enough juice, and it never is. So yeah, that's going to do it for us. We're going to do next week's episode. I think we're going to try to keep these a little shorter for the time being, because we've been doing like 45-minute, one of them was almost an hour episodes. I never intended to do that. I always wanted to keep them 30 at the most. Ideally 15 to 20. Couple little short stories, little tidbits, and then boom, we're done. On to the next one. And I'm definitely right on time. The camera does the auto shut off. Always during the home stretch. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna be hopefully I'm gonna divide my time up between the podcast and the regular channel. I'm definitely gonna be doing a video next week, next Friday. Gonna really try to get back on the horse with that, and keep you updated on the marathon, because I'm gonna do it for sure. You're gonna do it for sure, Sam. You are definitely doing the marathon. That'll do it for us. Stu, did you have anything you wanted to add? Really? I didn't know you ran. We'll have to train together. That's great. If you appreciate someone in your life, send them a random text or a message and let them know, hey, you know, I love what you do. Keep it up. I'm glad that you're doing the thing that you're doing. Give them some encouragement. They could probably use that. And put your cart back in the cart return. That's it. Thank you. Bye. See you next week.